Right then, hello. Hopefully everyone can hear me. You know I'm not a good streamer when I have to... Oh, I've already done it wrong. There we go. You know I'm not a good streamer when I have to check my audio with people every time I come on stream, but here we are. Hi guys, welcome. There's a few more people here than I thought would be. This is a very impromptu live stream. I'm going to get to the point straight away. The Photon P1, Anycubic's upcoming printer. I'm in a bit of a sticky? No, that's over dramatic. There's a few things I want to cover about this pre-order and generally the marketing. So if you haven't followed my channel for a while, I tend to probably review printers less and whinge about marketing more. But the point is, I'm constantly getting questioned by people. Should I pre-order it? Should I pre-order it? And I'm in a difficult situation because, as you can quite clearly see, I've got the printer. The printer's sat over there. But because of NDAs, I'm not allowed to show it. I'm not allowed to give impressions. I'm not allowed to talk about it. But I'm constantly getting the question of, should I pre-order the Anycubic Photon P1? And the answer is probably, yeah, you should pre-order it, but that comes with a lot of caveats that I think people should at least be aware of. And it's mainly because in this day and age, I know how fast we all are to pull the trigger on something, and I'm in that boat as well. Like, in fact, you know what, I'm saying it. That was on a deal for Black Friday. I've wanted a new sander for ages, and I went, oh my god, yeah, I've got to do it. Now, in my case, it's a Milwaukee tool, so of course I definitely got a good thing because we've got that brand history that we know it's going to be Milwaukee, and it's awesome. So, here's the situation. I'm under NDA. I can't give impressions of the printer. I can't talk about whether or not it's good, bad, the quality, anything like that. That's not what this is about. This is about whether or not you should pre-order it and what we can infer from the pre-order page alone, because to a point I think we're getting a little bit gaslit. So thank you for being here, guys. This is mainly for the people who watch this later. And my objections to how marketing misleads people, but fucking hell, like this is, yeah, this is a bend. So already got a few questions. When will the NDA be removed? I can't say. I can't say anything. I can't talk about that. But this already, we're into a stream of I can't say this, I can't say this. But let's get into the stuff that we can all infer from the information that's been given to us. So first of all, $10, I might say pound accidentally. Sorry guys, morning. I know it's early morning for a lot of people. Why are you still awake? And David, are you waking up at 5:30 a.m. or have you not gone to bed yet? But yeah, so $10 pre-order. What does that get you? Here's the thing. It's the best price ever. Yep, totally get that. $350 off. We'll come back to that. An exclusive gift. A $15 site-wide voucher. Priority global shipping after the campaign ends. Right. Let's break this down and tell you the truth. Right. So, if you pay $10 now, and I'll say up front, it's probably worth the punt, and despite what Anycubic say, there's a good chance that you can get that back if you decide to change your mind later. But what I am going to say is, since you've paid this $10 and you get priority shipping, we'll cover that in a minute, you don't then need to, as soon as the campaign launches, go and commit the rest of your money on Kickstarter. You can wait right until the last hour of the last day, and you still, according to this, get that priority global shipping. So I'm going to say, wait for the reviews. So, $350 off. I don't know where it says it. We'll go to the Q&A in a minute. But that $799 is the RRP. In fact, let's just go to it. So here's the features. And the reason for this video is because Anycubic have said I'm not allowed to do a review. but I am allowed to do one of those short videos where I can go, oh my god, features, this has features, do you like features, this has got features, and I can excite you into doing more FOMO. And that's the bit where I'm like, okay, so I'm not allowed to tell people what I think about it, but I am allowed to, I'm not even allowed to do a preview, a here's what it is. I can do an unboxing. There's the box, it's over there. I can do an unboxing, but I'm not allowed to give any impressions or anything like that until the NDA date. Meanwhile, and I get it, I don't mean to poo-poo on other creators, but the reason for this is I woke up this morning, I do what most people do, got out of bed, opened up my phone, and there it was, another FOMO YouTube short from a creator who's like, the P1 is here, wow, yeah, amazing, all of that stuff. And yeah, in all seriousnh, I'm just kind of like, is this really, yeah, is this really the right way to go? So, oh, hello, 1 second. Brilliant. Okay, so fair enough. Sorry, I got a message from someone from Anycubic as I was doing this, and I was concerned it was a, hey, we're watching you doing a live stream. Please don't do this. But yeah, so I'm sick and tired of the buy this now, pre-order it now. Now, to be fair, at this point, it is only a $10 pre-order, so yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. Should you commit to that pre-order, I'll say tentatively, yeah, it's worth a punt, and I'll talk to you about, you can probably get it back if you change your mind anyway. But yeah, so here we go. So it's got all this. Ignore the dual VAT. I can say that because we know that from the Form Next video where they revealed it. This is what they're putting forward. Honestly, I think that's a bit of a daft thing, because if somebody comes along and sees this, dual VAT, why would I want a dual VAT? I think this, yes, it has a use in very specific scenarios, mainly dental, but I genuinely don't think people are going to be limiting the size of the VAT. Like, if I'm printing this thing they've got, in fact, you know what, I'm doing the wrong thing. There we go, let's swap round. If I'm printing this thing that they show in the preview, where it's one of those 2-color spinny things, I'm probably printing as many of them as I can to sell at shows. So I'm going to be using the full plate to print as many of these white ones as possible, and then the full plate to print as many of these blue ones as possible. So other than dental, maybe, when apparently this feature dual plate is hot in dental, this isn't the right thing for promoting, look at this on the printer. That is an optional add-on. It is not the standard way of doing things. So we've seen that from Form Next. I can say that the standard printer comes with a normal plate. We saw at Form Next it was a good high quality stainless steel plate, not this dual aluminium VAT. So I think when people see this, it's going to put more people off immediately and go, I don't want that, and walk away, rather than bring them in and realize that actually no, this is the standard here where you get it. So this pre-order, again, I'm sick and tired of seeing these pre-order because features. It's all about feeding the FOMO. And for anyone who doesn't know what FOMO is, it's fear of missing out. It's that psychological trigger to spend money now, spend money now, spend money now. Give us your $10, give us your $10. And that is a level of marketing that I just vehemently find incredibly frustrating. So that's the bit I'm objecting to. Again, we're not going to cover my thoughts on the printer here. I'm not allowed to do that, which, take that for what you will. And I'm not allowed to do that until the campaign starts. So, what is the price of the Anycubic Photon P1 with the deposit offer? The Anycubic Photon P1 is priced at $449 when you place a $10 deposit, which saves you £350. Now, the important $350, and here's the important bit, off the MSRP. I'm going to put this to the audience. What does that mean? What does that mean? Tell us, guys. Please tell me that you've watched this channel long enough to understand what I'm on about when I say $350 off the MSRP of $799. Correct, Paul Driver 2915. It means bugger all. It means absolutely bugger all. Because if there's anything we know historically, it's that not once has Anycubic, in fact, I'm going to bring up their website, Anycubic, go to their website, not once in the history, maybe now's a bad time to do it, but if we go to 3D printers and resin printers, we can see it there. Not once has a single printer they have ever sold been at the MSRP. All of them from day one. So the MSRP for the Max is $849. It's never been sold at $849. Never been sold. If you want to tip, guys, it's a super thanks, I believe, and that should automatically thing. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, so already $799, and again, I don't know this, by the way, so I don't believe $799 will ever be the price you pay for this machine. As soon as it launches, it'll be $799 discounted to $649 or $699 or even less to inflate it. So this means the $350 deposit is not, the $10 deposit is not getting you $350 off. Sorry, I say means, infer. You're not going to see this launch on Kickstarter at $799 for everyone else. I don't believe that for a second. So this more than likely probably gets you $50 off. 50 to 100. I don't know this. They haven't confirmed this. It means this free, the same as, does it say the free gift has a $100 value? I'll check that in a minute. So already you're not saving $350, but it looks big, doesn't it? These are my things. Still think it's worth pay. I still think it's worth throwing that $10 at it. And if you do, by the way, there's a link in the description of the video. So this is the thing. Like, I'm stuck because I'm like, yes, you may as well do it, because if you are considering this printer, it will get you a bigger discount. My argument is it's not giving you $350 off. And I think there's going to be a lot of people who don't know this, don't read this, don't see this video, who, when the Kickstarter goes live, realize that, hang on a minute, I could have pre-ordered it for, because there'll still be early birds, I'll imagine, and they'll realize that, hang on a minute, I've only saved $40 or $50 or at a push $100 from what they launch it out on Kickstarter. What are the benefits of placing the $10 deposit? By placing a $10 deposit, you secure the P1 at $449, a $350 saving, again, off the MSRP, which I'll never sell at. We don't believe. All of this is I'm inferring, just so I don't get sued for saying it's fact, and I could be wrong. You'll receive an exclusive gift. We don't know what it is. Enjoy priority global shipping once the Kickstarter campaign ends. Right. Global priority shipping is bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. What global priority shipping means is nothing, because they're not going to send all of your, let's say you're in the UK. $449 is a very no-brainer price for the machine. No, they want to make money on it. They need to sell it for more after the pre-order. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Ferrum. Is a very no-brainer price. If they want to make money on it, they need to sell it for more after the pre-order. They're making money on it at $449. Don't think they're not. I don't mean to be antagonistic with you, by the way. If I'm coming across as it's because, again, I struggled to sleep last night over this. So yeah, so this is why I'm here. So the passion is coming out, like, at this campaign. It's not even at Anycubic. It's my frustration with these marketing strategies in general. I don't like this trend that companies have jumped on. So, and we've seen all this before. Yeah, we don't know what that is. Exclusive shipping is bollocks. If you live in the UK and you're ordering this, they will put this on the same shipping container with as many other orders that are coming to the UK as possible, including any of their retail partners, and they'll send it at the same time they send stock to global warehouses. there is a good chance that you'll see people who haven't pre-ordered this and just buy it from the website, potentially, depending how it sells, receive it before you do as a backer. I'm not saying don't back it. Potentially they might do the right thing and they might go, okay, these guys ordered it first, ship it straight to them from wherever before we ship any others, or at least first. But yeah, it's rubbish. When can I pay this deposit? From November 8th to December, from November 8th to December 11th. Remember that. This is a limited time opportunity to secure the Anycubic P1 VIP offer. So please place your deposit as soon as possible. There won't be a better price available on this. So you've got 9 days from including today. Yeah? So you don't need to do it as soon as possible. You've got the next 9 days to decide. Think about it. I'm not allowed to put out my review until the Kickstarter starts. I'm not allowed to do that. But yeah, remember, pay by the 11th of December. Speaking of Christmas, I haven't opened my advent calendar today. I realise that people in the US don't have them. When we had a US person join us, a company I used to work for, and the company would give out an advent calendar to everyone in the office for the first day of Christmas. And what these are for our American audience is it's like a board of chocolate, like yay big, like a thin board, and you get little windows, and there's 1 to 24 on there. Sometimes 25 is included with a big one, and you open one every day, every morning. You get a little bit of chocolate. And we had an American person join us, didn't know this, and they just sat there and opened the door on day one and just did them in order. Thought it was a game. It was brilliant. So I don't know if it's just not thinking. Anyway, let's get back on with this. So from 8th of November till December the 11th. Now, yeah, so I'm not allowed to release a review and tell you the actual impressions of the machine until the Kickstarter starts. Now, here's a question. Why would they continue the pre-orders after the Kickstarter started? Yeah, why would they? They wouldn't, would they? Also, why would they stop the pre-orders days before the Kickstarter starts? Yeah? Why would they? They would want to keep that momentum going. So as for, like, I can't confirm when the NDA date is and when the Kickstarter starts, but I'm sure we can infer something from this, can't we? Is the deposit refundable after payment? Please note that the deposit is non-refundable once the Kickstarter campaign goes live. Well, let's add it to cart. Let's check out. Let's hope that my email address isn't publicly available on here because I'm not logged in. It's not. Oh look, I can pay with PayPal. So what that tells me is, under my consumer rights, if I pay with PayPal and I pre-order it, if I place this pre-order and I get nothing, I can say to PayPal, hey, I got nothing, and I'll get my $10 refunded. So I say consumer rights, but it's PayPal's policy, and PayPal's policy supersedes whatever crap Anycubic are saying. Sorry to say what you're saying is crap, Anycubic. I'm not trying to be rude to you. I don't like this type of marketing. So there we go. So the deposit is non-refundable. I'd like to test that theory. I'm sure many of you would. So this is why I'm saying I can't give impressions of the printer. I can say from seeing it, I can refer you to my video where I was at Form Next, and at Form Next I said then this is promising. Based on that information, you can take an inference as to whether or not it's worth dropping this $10. And at the end of the day, it's a $10 pre-order. Oh, how come? Sorry. The reason it cost $20 in the checkout is because I'd already added it to cart. It'll now go to 30. See? So I've got 3 pre-orders. Good question. So yeah, so there you go. Sorry about that. That was a thing on me. Good question though. But again, yeah, WinForward 9810 has just said, yeah, if you order it on a credit card, even if PayPal refused to refund it, Just contact your credit card company and say, I did this, I got nothing, you'll get it back. Now, sorry, Anycubic, if that is telling people how to game your system. It's not. It's telling people their own consumer rights. If they didn't get anything from you after placing this $10 pre-order, then you can get your money back. And let's be fair, you're not going to fight people over $10. So yeah. So is it worth it? I was impressed with it at Form Next. I can't give my updated impression since. It's $10. If you consider it, so this is where it comes back to earlier. So even though I'm saying all this, and I'm anti this method of FOMO sales, it's $10. Just pre-order it. Worst case scenario, you'll get that back. If you're considering it, pre-order it. You're not saving $350, but you are going to save more than if you don't. Yeah? There we go. Now, on that refund, I've said probably we'll come on to that. Can I use one deposit to purchase multiple units? No. Each $10 deposit applies to one Anycubic Photon P1. If you want multiple printers, simply place a separate $10 deposit for each unit. It's that easy. So as you can see, I've just done 2, 3, 4, that sort of thing. Yeah, again. Oh, Warhorns, you're spoiling it. You're spoiling it, mate. You're too early. But yeah, Warhorns is right. Where can you purchase the Anycubic Photon P1? The P1 will be launched on Kickstarter in the coming weeks. We'll be providing more details. Imagine how long it takes me to get through reading a script when I do a proper video. More details about the Anycubic P1. If you've got any questions, we encourage you to stay connected to our Facebook group for the latest updates. So I'm going to open that in a new tab. In fact, copy link address. There we go. Do that. And then what I'm going to do, just to be an arse, is share. I'm going to join the group. It won't let pages join, so I have to do that, join group, and then I'm going to paste this video link. I'm now acting as me, and I need to wait until my request's approved. So there are currently 1,246 members in that group, and I'm going to paste this video link to that group, so at least the people who are pre-ordering get a chance to see this, to go back and check this out later and go, oh, actually, yeah, I just want people to know what they're in for, because I know this level of marketing, this level of push, this level of, hey, get this now, get this now, get this now, and everyone jumping on the bandwagon. I mean, I was considering doing a short which sarcastically takes the mick and goes, oh my god, wow, this has features, just so people have a chance to go, okay, what exactly am I getting, how much am I saving, and how much does it piss me off that I'm being slightly misled, because we are. This is misleading at the worst. Is it a scam? It's not a scam, but it's misleading. Anyway. Oh, thank you, C Word UK. I'm going to say word, even though it's Weord UK, and we all know what that means. But yeah, thank you for posting this video in the group, so at least people know. It's better when you guys do it, because if I do it, it's self-promotion, whereas if you do it, it's making people aware. So thank you for the Facebook group, and join that group. When will the Anycubic Photon be launched on Kickstarter? And this is where it's like, the Anycubic Photon P1 will be launched in mid-December. I wonder when. And it's this, it's the mystery they leave. Ooh, we're not telling you when, you best get your pre-order in now. Okay. Ugh. Arm bendings, it's shitty, it's shady tactics. Oh, I love getting passionate on these streams. The P1 will be officially launched in mid-December. In the coming weeks, we'll be providing more details about the Anycubic Photon P1. If you have any questions, we encourage you to stay connected with our Facebook group for the latest updates. Will I get a reminder for the Anycubic Photon P1 launch? Yes. After placing your $10 deposit, you'll receive email updates and reminders about our Kickstarter launch in December. Make sure you check your inbox and spam folder for notifications. Why do I need to pay a deposit? Paying the $10 deposit here secures your exclusive deposit unit user benefits. You'll be able to process the Anycubic Photon P1 printer machine only at $449 when the Kickstarter campaign launches. This VIP offer is available only for deposit users and will not be offered once the Kickstarter project goes live. So there we go. Hi everyone, welcome if you've just joined. So again, this is kind of a yep, okay, paying your deposit. You'll be able to process the P1 printer machine only at $449 when it launches, but then they contradict that a bit later down. Now I don't know how this is going to work. I'm not sure that they know how it's going to work, because I don't think they've ever done it like this before. But we'll come back to this when we get to the next bit. Will paying a deposit guarantee priority shipping? Yes! Exclamation mark. Woohoo, get you excited again. Paying a deposit ensures that you'll enjoy priority shipping. In addition, our Anycubic P1 goes live on Kickstarter. The earlier you place the order, the sooner you'll receive your product compared to other deposit holders who place their orders later. Okay. I'm going to take that with a pinch of salt. I can't say they're wrong. But I'm certain that they're not going to ship a load of pre-order units before an entire crate of warehouse stock. The whole point of this getting a pre-order in is for them to estimate sales, estimate interest, get conversion rates, get your details and that sort of thing. That's the benefit to them. That's why they're paying what they're paying. And yeah, so that's it. Yeah, if you don't pre-order it, Wirehead's probably hit the nail on the head. If you don't pre-order it with this voucher, yeah, you'll probably get it a couple of days, couple of weeks to a couple of months later. The thing with Kickstarters, they're wild. Some regions will get them faster than others. They'll prioritize the bigger regions first. So yeah, but you will still get it. You will still get the earliest units at the lowest prices. Local delivery is expected to begin in February 2026. Typically, once the Kickstarter campaign ends and your payments are successfully processed, we send out a survey to collect your shipping information and arrange delivery. For the latest updates on shipping, please stay tuned to our Facebook group. So again, they'll give you updates on there. So it's a short window. We can infer, we don't know, we can infer when the Kickstarter campaign starts. Probably going to last over till January if shipping's going to start in February. But again, this is a Kickstarter campaign, guys. I can't say with any certainty that they will miss this date, but typically for Kickstarter campaigns, for Eastern companies, for 3D printers, I've not seen a single one hit their dates yet, except maybe Snapmaker. I think they did well, or am I wrong? But again, you'll get it earlier. But again, this is a Kickstarter. Take that with a pinch of salt. You probably are looking at the Q1, but depending where you live in the world and how long it takes them to ship the units, I can guarantee you guys, they're already building these machines. They're already getting them ready, and shipping has probably already started. So how can you lock in the $350 discount with a £10 deposit? Again, $350 discount off the MSRP. You can secure it by following these 4 simple steps. Pay the $10 deposit. Complete your order. So this is the contradictory bit. After the official launch of the Anycubic P1, after the launch of the P1, complete your order on Kickstarter at the super early bird price and choose your preferred rewards and add-ons. So this is the bit that's unclear. So after the launch of the P1, so I'm reading that as it says it, when the P1 launches, as in not launches on Kickstarter, after the launch of the P1, it may be like available to buy on the website, but it may be the launch of the P1 Kickstarter. Complete your order on Kickstarter, at the super early bird price, and choose your preferred rewards and add-ons. So you have to choose the super early bird price. So is that price... We're currently finalising the super early bird price based on user survey feedback. Has anybody here had a user survey? Stay tuned to this page or our Facebook group. The official pricing will be announced soon. So this is already, like, I'm confused by this. Receive a refund. If you placed a deposit and you backed us on Kickstarter, we will process a refund for the price difference between the Super Early Bird 449 deposit offer within 14 days after the campaign ends. Please make sure... Super Early Bird price... Oh, okay, right. So it sounds like what they're going to do is they're going to release this on Kickstarter. They're going to launch it on Kickstarter. So if you've pre-ordered, you will need to go to Kickstarter and get it at the Super Early Bird price. They don't know what the Super Early Bird price is going to be. They haven't said what that Super Early Bird price is going to be. They haven't said if that Super Early Bird price is going to be a limited number, or if you have a limited amount of time, which I earlier inferred you'd have the whole campaign maybe to do it, or are there a limited number of Super Early Birds? Don't know. But whatever that price is, you have to back it at that, and then if you placed a deposit and backed it, so you then pay that full Super Early Bird price, and they refund the difference between whatever that early bird price is going to be and the 449. Well, it should be 439 because you've paid the $10 for the deposit as well. Otherwise, you'd be paying 459. Anyway, yeah. So within 14 days out, so you need to pay the $10 deposit. You then need to pay the full amount for the whatever the Super Early Bird price is. Then they'll send you a refund 14 days later. Please make sure the email address you used for the Kickstarter account is the same as the one you used to pay for the deposit. So if you've got multiple email addresses, there we go. So Daryl, thank you ever so much for joining. Don't forget, guys, just for covering this bullshittery, you can pay a super thanks, or even better, become a member and you get your name in lights at the end of all the videos we do as well. So if you do want to ask me a direct question, don't forget to put @FoHammer in the comments, or chances are I won't see it. Once the campaign concludes, we'll send a survey to collect your shipping information. Yeah, that's all standard. How do I get my VIP offer refund? So this clarifies it. After the Kickstarter campaign ends, if you buy the Anycubic Photon P1, you'll get an additional refund via Kickstarter, making your final price $449, which, again, I'm not clear whether or not that $10 deposit is also refunded, or whether you're paying the $10. So the total you'll pay is $459, but again, it's $10. Are we going to be upset about that? We might be upset about it if the difference between what we pay to pre-order it and what people actually have to pay as super early birds is like really narrow. So there we go. Right. What should I do to make sure I get the refund? To secure your $350 discount, which it isn't, it's probably 50 to 100. I hope it's at least 50 to 100. Pay the $10 deposit on the Anycubic website to reserve your spot at the price of $449. Please note the $10 deposit is non-refundable. Again, they've said that, but chances are you can if you don't get anything, we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, use the same email address you entered when paying the deposit to register on Kickstarter. Definitely, if you're going to pay for the deposit, definitely do that, guys. Make sure you've got a Kickstarter account with the same email address that you use on your Anycubic account. I know people make different addresses, but just do it, because otherwise trying to contact them to sort this out is going to be a nightmare. You purchase the Anycubic Photon P1 on Kickstarter, and after the campaign launches, using that same email, after the campaign ends, we'll cross-match your deposit email with your Kickstarter order email. If both match, you'll receive a refund within 14 days. They haven't told you what you can do if you don't have matching emails, because they'll have to then do it manually. They'll have to piss about, you'll have to piss about. So they haven't told you. I think that's fair. Like, I'm not going to critique them for that. They want to discourage people not doing that. What happens if I miss the Kickstarter campaign after paying my deposit? Before we launch, we'll notify you via email and our Facebook groups about how to place your order and secure the final discounted price of $350 off MSRP, not off the price they're going to sell it for on the Kickstarter, which we don't know what that is yet. However, if you still end up missing the campaign, please note that $10 deposit is non-refundable. Even so, we want to make sure you still enjoy your exclusive deposit holder benefits, so you will receive a $15 voucher as a thank you for your early support. This voucher can be used site-wide on Anycubic's official store for future purchases, including resins, accessories, and more. So honestly, if you're already invested in the Anycubic ecosystem, I would immediately get this just to get a free $5. Like, you're paying $10 to get $15. It's free money. So if you ever think you're going to buy from Anycubic, get it, pre-order it, at the very least. And I think you do get a $15 voucher anyway. Does it say that? Let me just Control F. 15. Oh, wrong window. 15. No, you don't. No, 2, 3. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, so you get a $15 site-wide voucher no matter what. So yeah, so the chances are they'll refund. So when we were talking earlier about how they're going to do the thing, you pay the $10 voucher. This is what I think. You pay exactly $10 is not that much at all. Why do I think they're doing this offer? Because they want to use this information, how many people pre-order, as an indicator as to how many of these machines they need to produce. That's why they want it. But yeah, so the way I think this is going to work is you pay the $10 here, you then have to get the super early bird order, which I think for some people who are busy, have jobs, might miss out on. Even if you've got the $10 deposit, they'll then have to figure out, or go, oh god, yeah, we didn't realize this, it's been so popular, we didn't realize that the super early bird would sell out, sorry about those people who pre-ordered. And then they might open up a load more super early birds after people have paid higher amounts, because they missed the super early bird. I've seen this so many times on Kickstarter, and then the price will fluctuate like this, what you can get it for. That'll piss more people off because they pre-ordered it earlier but didn't get the super early bird. Then they'll open up more super early birds so that the people with the campaigns can do that, or they'll just go, oh, it's fine, pre-order it at any amount and we'll refund you. So after the campaign ends, you won't get your $10 back in the refund. You'll get refunded from what you paid, and yes, you'll have to pay the full amount you backed it at. You'll get discounted down to $449 for the machine price, and you get a $15 voucher to use on Anycubic's website. Might have a time limit on it, don't know. But you'll get a $15 voucher to use on Anycubic's website, which covers the $10 you paid, and you get $5 back. So like I said at the beginning, is it worth backing? Yes, because if you ever do think you're gonna get anything from Anycubic, maybe resins, maybe filament, maybe something like that, you're getting $5 for free. The impressions I got of the machine at Form Next tell me that it's worth a $10 punt. If I had seen what I'd seen at Form Next and then gone, ooh, should I support this? I would throw the $10 at this for the chance, but then I would 100% watch reviews. Yeah, it's clear as mud, and this is the thing, Rob, this is where they want to get you. They don't want you reading this. This is a lot of words. This is why I've done this video, just to be a buyer be aware. Not buyer beware, buyer be aware. Very specifically, because I don't like this type of marketing. I don't, and I also don't like, where is it? And I can say this because, again, we discussed it at Form Next, and I have evidence of the discussion. It's in my Form Next video. What I can't talk about is anything that wasn't in my Form Next video, and there were some questions that I've had since that I should have asked then, but now, because of NDA, I can't talk about it. But let me go down, where is it? Oh man, maybe they've changed it. I did raise this yesterday, actually. There we go. There we go. So if anyone's seen my Form Next video, this is the weird. I had a discussion before I did that video. I had like a half an hour, 30-minute discussion via Shinta, who was the lady in the video talking about the P1, speaking with Bill, who is the product manager. And we discussed auto leveling, and Bill was like, no, it's not auto leveling. It's not auto leveling. Not at all. Have I disconnected from the internet at all? Because my video is struggling. Bear with me. I just need to refresh my screen. Nope, it just hung. But yeah, so he was like, no, it's not auto leveling. It's assisted leveling. It's sorry, I did the way he said it then. It's assisted leveling. So the plate goes down, the force sensors here. You can see it on screen. It says there, it's assisted leveling. Like, watch this video, assisted leveling. So it doesn't level itself like they show here. These springs and this force sensor that appears tells you you need to turn certain things. Yeah, it's mad. So that annoys me, because the people who made it are telling us that it's not auto leveling, but the people who are marketing it are telling us it's auto leveling. There's no such thing as auto leveling. I don't have a problem with the technology. I have a problem with the name. It suggests it levels itself. It is not auto leveling. Auto leveling is not a thing. There are springs, you can see them here. There are springs under the screen. So if you think about it, right, I've done this many times on many videos, but it's very hard to describe. So here is my screen. Here is my plate. My plate is at an angle. So as I push down, instead of the plate leveling to be parallel to the screen, what it does is it pushes down on these springs. Let me go bigger. I'm tiny. Hello, you've got full face me. Plate, screen, plate. So if I tilt my hand like that, as the plate goes down, auto leveling would be, it automatically orients the plate to be parallel to the screen. It doesn't do that. No printer does that. So it comes down like this, and then it pushes down on the springs, and as you can see my bottom hand moving, it pushes the screen down. That is what all the printers up till this point have done. Assisted leveling means before a print, it goes, your plate's not level, and it tells you how much to adjust the corners to basically get this plate level. That's what assisted leveling is. It uses sensors to inform you how to get it level. That's what this is. Okay, once it's level, it's more fine, but again, you've still got springs, which is another thing. So, and again, I can't give impressions of this machine, but we've had springs in printers before. Yeah, anyway, so it doesn't do that. So imagine it. So first layer pushes down, it pushes the springs down to there, and then as soon as it lifts up, guess what? The springs push the screen back to there, and then it pushes down again, and it does that, and that can give you uneven prints, because it might be thinner on one side than the other. I'm doing this enough, so yeah. Ferrum89 says, as a new guy to resin printing, why people want to make leveling auto? I mean, it's good marketing, but manual leveling is it's an easy, fast thing to do, and it doesn't need a PhD in rocket science. Yeah, it generally is very easy to do. Yeah, Saturn, and the Saturn has this problem as well. The Saturn 4 has that pain in the arse stupid plate. The Saturn 4's worse because it's got those springs in the plate, but it's got... I clicked the wrong thing. It's got that big gap, so you get resin in there and then you've got to get it out, whereas something like the uniformation, and nicely, the Jupiter 2 has that big block, more like a Formlabs. It's a block with a flat plate. You're not going to get resin on top. They're the best plates you can get. They're brilliant. Everybody should copy uniformation in regard to plate design. This is not auto leveling. There is no such thing as auto leveling on any printer I have ever used. It's assisted leveling, and it's a good feature. It's a good feature. It's the bullshittery that I have a problem with, and I always have, passionately. So moving down, just finishing this off. how can I contact you? If you've got any more questions, we'll get back to you in 48 hours, probably with a, if you contact the support centre, that response will probably be a, we've received your thing. You can also reach us on our Facebook group, the following link. But again, if you go on most Facebook groups, Anycubic aren't really responding to many questions or queries or anything like that, which would be good for them to do. And get involved in the community. This is what successful companies do. Look at Snapmaker. The reason Snapmaker is so successful, a big portion of that is an American or Canadian guy named Blaine, who I believe lives in China, and because he understands the market and can speak the way the Western world speak in terms of intonation, he understands what we want to do. He feeds back the right way. That's the best way to promote something. He's done so well. So they are responding a lot on the Facebook group. Hands up then, sorry, I don't mean to accuse them of doing that. Typically is what I meant. So Frenzy i3D printing, good, thank you for calling me out on that. I would rather be right, and I'm happy to accept and hold my hands up when I'm wrong. I'm not here to dissuade anyone. I think everybody who's even considering this, even more people than those who are considering it, because so many people will have been put off by the, why would I want a printer with a dual build plate? It's not a dual build plate. This gets your attention, but that's not what it is. This is what it is. They've told us that at Formnext. This is what you get, is a machine with a normal build plate. They've also shown us another optional build plate, and this is a good build plate. I do like that build plate in terms of quality, but this, I think people have looked at that and gone, 2 beds, that's stupid, I don't want that, and turned away. So yes, should you pre-order it? Yes. Yes, you should, because the worst you can get, the worst thing that'll happen is you'll get a $15 voucher. Brilliant, it is worth doing. But they don't need all of this. They're pushing for it. And the thing that I don't get is, the whole point of this is so that they can get pre-orders in, so they can gauge interest. And once they've gauged interest, from that they can infer, okay, well, this is how many units we need to run through production. Okay, fantastic. That is good for them. But if they do this type of marketing, their numbers are going to be off, because once people realize what this is, that could change their mind. Because at the end of the day, you can back on Kickstarter, and at any point during the campaign you can pull your pledge. At any point you can pull your pledge. You can even back it on a card that will likely decline. Like I've done this before. Like, I've backed campaigns on a card that I've got Monzo, so I put all my money in pots, so I don't have $500 sat in the body of my account at any one time. So if anyone steals my card, the most they're going to get off me is about 30-40 quid. So when a campaign ended that I forgot about, didn't realise it was going to be that soon, they tried to take the money, and I just went, oh crap, yeah, I forgot about that, I don't really want it anymore, and cancelled it then. So yeah. But yeah, maybe the Superbird offer is not that number limited. Maybe. I've never seen that. Like, the whole point is they put it on quickly, and they do that whole thing where it's like, only 50 of these to go. But yeah, so this is more of a, I just want to make sure people know what they're getting. I'd rather than jump on the, oh wow, it's features, because nobody knows what these features do. That nobody knows how it performs. It's a very impressive looking machine from Formnext. The prints on it look very impressive, printed by them and done that. If you're even considering it, yes, this is a $10 pre-order to get you a discounted price. Just don't be pissed off when you realise you're not getting $350 off. You're not. You're probably not getting priority global shipping, And I want to have a look for this gift as well. Somebody said it was like $100 gift. An exclusive gift. Exclusive gift. Exclusive. All it says is gift. Somebody inferred in the chat that it was $100 gift. What that gift will be is something they've got lying around in the warehouse. Maybe a pen or a hat. I'd like it if it was a hat. Michael Turner 5359 says, I was looking at the Snapmaker versus P2S combo. If drying filament is so important, why does Snapmaker put the reels external and exposed? Will this be an issue over time? They do it because they didn't have a solution to not do it. And will it be an issue over time? Yes, it will. Depending on your environment, PLA will absorb moisture. I've already had it. Mine's been sat down there with a filament reel on it that I haven't used in a couple of weeks. And when I came to extract it the other day, and pull it off, it snapped because it had become brittle because it had been out in the air and moisture. There are solutions. You can just get Anycubic, not Anycubic, Snapmaker themselves have got like a filament storage box and a dryer. There are third-party solutions that you can get that replace. You don't need to use the reels. I shouldn't do that. The reels on the side. You can just put it in any box. But yeah, why ahead? Long-time viewer has said it's a coupon for $100 off your next Anycubic printer. Is that a joke or is that what it is? But yeah. Do you mean the next Anycubic printer, the one that you have to replace when they realise the issues with this one and therefore have to do a new one sooner? Yeah. Just bought a Saturn 4 16K on the last Black Friday stream and already a new machine. No, 16K is a good machine. Oh, it was a joke. All right, yeah. It makes sense, but yeah, yeah. So I was right. We are on the same wavelength. So, but yeah, so that's it. So yeah, so it was more of a please just be aware. And I know I'll get people in the comments of this video going, yeah, I already knew that, I read it. But I also know that there are going to be many people, probably who don't comment, who will watch this and go, oh right, okay, wasn't aware of that. Or maybe wasn't quite sure. So I just want to make sure nobody is disappointed, or as few people as possible are disappointed on the day this Kickstarter campaign starts, which we certainly don't know when that's going to be, when all of a sudden they're seeing an early bird Kickstarter for $479. I'm being flippant, but I'm worried I'm not wrong. And as for, you know, they're doing surveys, I'd love to know who they're surveying. Is there anyone here, or anybody who's watching, who has been surveyed to get the price? I'm trying to think. Have I been surveyed? I've definitely done an Anycubic survey, but not about this. So, yeah. Thanks, David. Really appreciate it. So that's it, guys. It was hopefully this is short and sweet. For me, it's short and sweet anyway. I don't know how long we've been live for. Probably about an hour or something like that. Yeah, probably about an hour. So there we go. Oh, there might have been one on Reddit. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, so this is very inflated. Please be aware it's inflated. Don't be disappointed when it goes live and all of a sudden you haven't quite got the saving that you were led to believe. That's it. Before I go, does anybody have any questions? Don't forget to put @FoHammer in the comment if you've got any questions. It can be about this, it can be about any printer. If you still have to printer buying advice, what is good, what is bad. I obviously can't talk about what I think about this, but yeah. Anything else? And as for when my video goes live when the campaign starts. You're going to have watched this video to understand when that might be. Which one would I choose? A 14K screen or a 16K screen, but with slightly smaller build volume? Resin Monkey Studio, that is a very easy question. Depending on the printer, because some printers with 14K screens are just bad or have bad release films. I would if we're just talking about the panel, forget the printer, I would easily choose the 14K panel over the 16K panel any day. Am I interested in testing the mechanical properties of 385 versus 405 nanometer? I have at work the possibilities if you want to. I don't even know what I'd do. Maybe that's one for Noisy Works. I would like to know how to test the mechanical properties. So maybe drop me a line. If you go to my homepage, go to About. I've got an email address there. I'd love to know how I could do that. But there we go. Frenzied i3D printing. How do I feel about textured screens? Nice one. That's a very good question, because obviously I can't talk about the P1, but I have used a textured screen on the Form 4. From what I understand, it's difficult to infer, and I'm going to be talking about the Form 4 here in my experience. I understand that texture stops the vacuum forming between the release film and the LCD. So because of that, you should be, when the plate lifts, it reduces peel forces. You should be able to lift faster. Genuinely, the Form 4 was was very average in terms of speed using the materials I used, so I didn't really see a massive speed increase. Reducing peel forces also allows us to use fewer supports, but the majority of people aren't supporting their own models. They're using auto supports, and auto support algorithms are all built around not having that reduced peel force, so you get no benefit there. I don't know whether the textured screen directly has an impact on the accuracy of a print or the sharpness of a print, because I've only used a Form 4 with a textured screen other than this, which I can't talk about, and I couldn't compare that print to a similar print of a similar quality machine, a similar resolution machine, to infer that the texture has any accuracy or offset. What I can tell you is watch J3D's tech video on screen protectors. Screen protectors do have an impact on the accuracy of a print. If you go back to the original Frozen Sonic Mini 8K, the original, not the S, which now has a screen protector, you can see how sharp it is. The original didn't have a screen protector. It is ridiculously sharp. That's why you get the better accuracy from the Sonic Mini 8K, not the S, than any other printer, because as soon as you add a screen protector, then it starts to have an impact on the light. If you add a glass screen protector, that has the least impact. If you add a crappy plastic one that's slightly frosted, that has the worst. The same with ACF. If you add ACF, which is very frosty, that has an impact. And then finally, you've got these wavy screens. If you can follow the trend, you can infer from that what the result is. Does that answer your question, Frenzy 3D printing? Can I recommend any air purifiers? Yes, I can. Before you buy this, and this is as of yesterday, please click my link in the description of this video, but I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to point out this, which I didn't know existed. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, it's not on the website. This is what we needed for ages. Adapter for Air Pure. Where is it? Why can't I find it? There, Air Pure 2.0. Why can't I find it? Oh, there it is. Bloody hell, that was hard. So, this is basically... So, for the M5 series, we had like that proprietary socket. And what you get here is, I love how they've named it, inlet hose, main part. main part, I love it. Exhaust hose. So what this is this is a hose that connects to the Anycubic machines, and it's a proprietary lock-in nozzle that goes in and twists. That then connects to the main part, fucking hell, the fan, and then the fan gets exhausted outside, either through a window. You don't get a window adapter, but any window adapter will do. Obviously, you also want to be keeping your resin printers away from windows, so figure that out. Ideally, you've got a hole in your wall, like I now have, which I don't think you can see because it's behind that Terminator, but I've got 3 places in this room, one up there, one here for my extractor, and one down there where my studio presentation desk is, where I can vent outside directly. But this is that, and it's an inline fan that pumps the fumes and heat straight outside. So this is a really good one. There's a set for different machines. I don't know what the different sets are because they're all the same price, and other than the hose itself. But if we have a look at, sorry, this might be loud. AirPure 2.0. You can also just stick your printer in a grow tent. I've got a video on that. Right, this might get loud a second, but I will mute it as soon as I can. Nope, it's already muted. So if we have a look at the AirPure 2.0, if you Google it, I am getting one of these. I'm not doing a video about it. I was going to get it in this video, but it's too late now. There you go. So that's the device. You've got this here. Very simple. Attach one end, attach it to a hole in your wall next to a window. But yeah, there you go. So M7 series has got a direct connection. It just, oh, I've done it again. Hang on. Let's swap over. There we go. So that's got a direct connection where it goes in and locks in there, which is really good. We've seen the same. If you have a look on my video, you get the same hose on the P1 as well. Here, look, for the Mono 4 series, there's, I mean, this looks nasty, but there is a printable extension, and the same, it works here. There's a printable extension. It works with the S series as well. Then newer printers are obviously getting these built in, and here, a third-party printer, I'm pretty sure that's a Saturn 4 Ultra, there's even an adapter for machines with pre-drilled holes, which isn't just the Saturn 4 Ultra, but you can get that adapter there and then lock it in there. So that, I think, is a very, very good extractor. And if you pay, here's the beauty, is if you buy that pre-order, spend $10 on this, you can get $5 off that. Hey, if you're happy to wait. So there we go. Moving on. As an FDM person, this is Ali TWQ8EQ. As an FDM person who doesn't print miniatures or custom keycaps, what are some other uses for resin printers? Are resins getting strong enough for mechanical and practical prints? So yeah, Ali, we've actually just entered that realm now with printers like more consumer grade printers like the God, my brain's gone. Like the Reflex 2, which is specifically made for more industrial grade materials with actual strength. I've not got it anymore, but if you check out my Reflex 2 video, I have a material on there. I cannot break it. I can't bend it. I can't. It's hard. I couldn't smash it with a hammer. And I made like a pipe holder, and I made a carabiner. And these are incredibly strong. So they do have some decent mechanical value. It's more the materials than the printer, but you do need a printer that is capable, strong enough to withstand the forces applied, because a lot of those materials are very, I always say viscous, but I don't know if more viscous is more fluid or more viscous is less fluid. So we'll just say more or less fluid. But yeah, like really thick tar-like materials. So if you're after that, have a look at something like a Reflex 2. It's a bit printer. You can still print those on consumer grade machines, but you might have a lot more struggle because the power of the motors and things could struggle with both compressing the resin as thin as it needs to be, but also pulling the resin. Michael Turner says, thanks for your advice. I'm leaning towards a P2S combo. As much as I hate waste, I think as a beginner FDM printer, I'll print more monocolor and use the AMS for material types, not color. Yeah, and you've hit the nail on the head for a lot of people there. It is, the next year is going to be very much about color. I think we're going to see a boom in material changes, and then I think people are probably going to slowly realize that, well, one or two things. They're either going to realize, I'm not going to do that, or because more material changes are on the market, we're going to get more people going, oh, I can now make models with 4, 6 and 8 colors in mind, because more people are likely to print them. So there we go. Is it possible to pre-order outside of the US because changing the region removes the page and the item in the shopping cart? Yeah, so no. That's the weird thing. So the only storefront you can pre-order this on is their US storefront. You can't pre-order it outside of the US storefront, but it doesn't matter. You're still getting, because the Kickstarter price is still going to be primarily in dollars, and you will get that much off. So your voucher is in dollars, $4, and then when you get your refund, it'll be your local equivalent of wherever you are in the world. So yeah, no matter where you are, you do need to pre-order this. You need to do the $10 deposit in dollars. But yeah, I suspect you'll get the right amount back locally. Have you fit an MVHR or MEV? Yes, I have. I now have an MVHR as well. So since he was here doing an MVHR, I figured drill 2 more holes. I already had one. Drill 2 more holes in my wall, please. And we'll go from there. So you can see, no, that side. See this thing here? This black thing that's on my back wall. That is just an inline fan for like a hydroponics grow tent. And that goes straight to my old hole outside the wall. Here, let me see if I can get my finger in the right place. So you see where Terminator Guy is, just above the wall. He's you've got that grey pipe. That grey pipe is the second hole in the wall, and then down there, which I can't show you because it's got the P1 on it, is there. But yeah, so also behind the P1 box, I don't know if you can see that on camera. You can, there is my MVHR with the vent coming out down here and then just out there. So it takes bad air out there, captures the heat, transfers the heat to fresh air, and brings fresh air in down here. So the reason the fresh air in comes in down here is because I've got a door there, so it blows straight into the house. So when I'm not printing, doing anything like that, I get fresh outside air, to a small degree, pumping into my house. I've got an air conditioning system up there which keeps it hot and cool. That also encourages blowing the air in that direction, so I get a lot more fresh air in the room. So yes, I've got local extraction for the machines now, and I also have the MVHR, which gives me fresh air. It does 3 to 5 on standard. It does 3 air changes an hour, and it's running at like 17%. But I can also run a purge, which runs it at 50%, or max, which is like 100%, which is like 7 air changes an hour. So I feel a lot more safer in my room now. Wirehead says, bit off topic, but a tip for UV curing stations: if you place a layer of emergency blanket inside the lid, you cut curing time by 1/3. Emergency blanket as in like the aluminium blanket? Oh, so place it in, yeah, so place a layer of that. So basically aluminium tape does the same thing, doesn't it? Anything reflective on the inside of the lid on those curing stations that have got the lift off lids, anything that reflects the light around more, will help curing. Correct. Paul Norman, I don't know if this was to me, but I read it. You pay $10 to Anycubic, then an unknown price to Kickstarter, and Anycubic refunds the difference. Is that correct, as Kickstarter could charge $800? Well, yes, they could charge $800, but again, we doubt it's $800. We doubt it's ever going to be $800, which is potentially a fantastic price for what this machine could turn out to be, but if it's lower than the 800 they're saying. But again, it's a discount down from an arbitrary amount. When it goes live on Kickstarter, I significantly doubt it's going to be anywhere near $7.99. So you're paying them $50. You're paying them $10 to get probably 50 to 100. I hope at least $50 to $100 off, and then. But then, yeah, you do need to pay for whatever you paid Kickstarter, whatever you backed it at on Kickstarter, and 14 days after the campaign ends, which will presume is end of December, early January. You know, when you're busy and will probably forget you backed it. We'll presume 14 days after that, you'll get a refund because you had your pre-order. But again, $10 is you're gonna get $5 back, and that Air Pure we talked about is good, so why not? It's $10. It's $10. You've lost. Everybody watching this has lost $10 on much worse. So do it. So I know I've come on this stream going, this is all shit, but still do it. I'd rather people just do it for the right reasons, the informed reasons, than all of this fucking drama and bullshittery. I just wish... I hate FOMO. I absolutely hate FOMO. People give Warhammer a bad name for FOMO, but come on. This is evil. Evil. This is evil, right? This is just horrible. Horrible. Thanks, Ron. Really, sorry, Rob. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for the advice and reviews. Look forward to P1 review mid-December. Yep, mid-December. We don't know when, because Anycubic haven't gone and told us. Is it possible that coloured resin colours will become commonplace, or have I missed a point? Folks that don't do minis, etc., and thus not airbrushing. There's a couple of things. I actually, if you check my channel, I've done a video on Prusa, who make colour prints, and I believe Hagi has also made coloured resins, so you can get a variety of colours and even mix your own. So I've actually done a video on that from Prusa that's worth following. So those are available, but yeah, if you're wanting to do specifically coloured prints in very specific colours, then that's worth checking out. It really isn't like people. I think the majority of people, or at least the people in my audience, the majority of people paint their prints. I was speaking to somebody last night who runs a business who's looking to get prints that they'll use for manufacturing actual physical parts and things, and even they print and finish them. So yeah. Rob Holmes says, very good setup. Very good setup. We've got an MVHR currently too, but it's shared with House. Printers are getting their own building soon with a dedicated MVHR, extracting direct from printers. Cheers. No worries. MVHR, like, I didn't install my own, but they're bloody expensive, aren't they? So yeah. So yeah, watch it before $100 on sale in 3 years. Yeah, exactly. You're not wrong, guys. You're not wrong. Like, don't think Anycubic are losing out at $449. They're still making money when selling it at $449, just not as much. It's all about driving hype. It's all about driving numbers. But again, I would like this channel. I want people to pre-order it. I haven't. I think we'll all agree. I have not broken my NDA here, have I? Yeah. Let's have a vote. Have I said anything? Not Q&A. Why would I want a Q&A? I'm busy. Start a poll. Why not? Have I broken my NDA? I just want a universal no. Yes, no, and don't be a dick about it. I haven't said anything or revealed anything that isn't public on this website, so there we go. Just some way to interact. Yeah, 100% no. Brilliant. So, but yeah, so that sort of thing. I just want to make sure people are buying aware, not be aware. The machine, as I said, at Form Next has potential. Just please don't be disappointed. You're not getting $350 off. You don't know about my NDA rules. Basically, I'm not allowed to talk about the printer before the NDA date. That's pretty much. I'm not allowed to disclose anything about the printer until the date they choose. But they no, my mic output is a bit low. I don't know why today. Let me turn it up a little Sorry for anyone who thinks it's higher. I couldn't go up any higher. I've moved it 0.1 decibels up. But yeah, don't expect this. The exclusive gift will probably it might be interesting. It might be an add-on for the printer. It'll be somewhat cheap. Sorry guys, my mic's at maximum. I literally cannot boost it more. If I boost it more, then I'm gonna go tinny and so it's because I'm that far away from it, which is quite a distance. I can't get closer. If I do that, I'm over here. So that's gonna sound a lot better. But yeah. So, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. So yeah, know what you're getting. These guys are still. That's fine. Yeah, Lex Chris. Don't worry if you've just joined. Lex Chris. I've said pre-order it. Definitely pre-order it. If you're going to pre-order it as well, please use my affiliate link because then I earn a commission. All I'm really expressing is you're not getting $350 off. It's never. I don't believe it's ever going to be that price. The RRP, maybe for 27 seconds. If this was launched in the UK, like I'm surprised people in the UK haven't reported these because since they're selling into the UK, reporting these guys to trading standards or something like that. I'm not doing it. I haven't got time, and I don't truly know. Excuse me. I don't truly know whether or not they should be. I just don't like it. It's shitty. So yeah, no, I sorted that out. So yeah, so just for full disclosure, so yeah, I obviously make commissions on pre-orders. So there was a argument that I mentioned on my live stream, and I had this argument with Anycubic because the way like my and I run this channel off commissions. Havoc 3D, the TLDR is you're not getting 350 off. Just be aware of that. But yes, it's worth a $10 punt to pre-order it. So yeah, so the way my commissions work is on a sale, I make a percentage of the sale. I don't talk about what percentage I earn from different brands, and that the reason why is because different brands, not all of them, have different tiers, and when you work hard, you can negotiate a higher rate. And then talking about what they all offer would be both disrespectful to other brands but also other creators who maybe aren't in the same position as I am, who are getting less, and that's a bit crap. I know it sounds shady as shit. Some companies don't like you talking about it. It's part of the NDA. I'll quite happily have the conversation around that and give you as much full disclosure as I'm willing to. I don't want to hide things from you, but again, if people think this is making me rich, please go outside and have a look at the 16-year-old Honda CR-V I drive that cost me 1,600 quid. I'm not driving around in a Tesla. I don't live in a mansion. I work out of a garage. I don't have a studio. Like, I've got kids, that's it. I'm a normal man who enjoys a holiday once a year with my family and works 24/7. That's how I operate. So that's my full disclosure. But the reason why I'm bringing this up for Anycubic is, so Anycubic, because they launched this, basically said, yep, every time someone pre-orders using your link, I make my percentage off the pre-order amount, not the full sale. If so, that would take like 20, let's say $20 down to like 40 cents per. That should, yeah, exactly. It is my business, but other creators have gone out there. Some of them have done it in smart ways. Some of them have been utter arseholes and just want to attack and incite a mob to come and shit on those of us who don't. But yeah, you're right. It's my money. You know, and how I operate and how I earn my money, respectfully, isn't anybody's business. The same way it's like, you know, what if I turn around, if I turn around to someone and went, okay, how much do you earn? It's one of the rudest fucking questions in the world. I don't like to talk about it because there are people who are much better off in the world than me. There are people who are much worse off in the world than me. I'm not the same reason I'm not going to shit on anyone because the best printer for them is an Anycubic Mono M7 because that's the most they can afford and they've had to save up to do it. That is absolutely shitty and horrible. People have different circumstances, and I would rather support somebody's circumstances than shit on somebody because they've worked hard and done well and done that sort of thing. And if that's not your view and that's not who you want to be and you want that for drama and clicks and like you've said, why ahead, controversy, clicks, drama, it generates clicks. At the end of the day, I've been around long enough, I'm old enough and ugly enough to have built up enough of a following that you know I'm being straight with you. I am being straight with you what I think about these machines. My favourite reviews are ones where I'm like, I don't like this, but people have gone, well, I do. You've shown me at least what I'm getting myself in for, and I'm going to get that one. And I'm like, brilliant, okay, fantastic. But yeah, so, Anycubic had set this up that basically, in order for me to earn a commission off these pre-orders, I need you to pre-order it, but then I need you to come before you go on Kickstarter and make your payment. You need to come back to my video and then click the link to Kick Booster, which I still haven't had, and then click it again before I make a full commission on the sale. So yeah, that's it. But yeah, my whole point is I know I've been doing lasers and stuff. My focus is resin printers. These come first on my channel, but again, it's YouTube. I've got to cover content to stay relevant and do that. And I'm having fun with lasers. They are fun. I still haven't managed to unbox my F2 Ultra UV, but I'm so excited to play with that. RUP, I don't know, it gets difficult when your opinion clashes with the opinion of the company that's paying you. In what regard? Like because I do that all the time, because the company that's paying me I hope is mature enough to accept fair and critical feedback. The second I have a company say we're not going to work with you because you're too honest, I'll do a video that says I've refused this product because the company said they've refused to work with me, because those emails aren't covered under NDA. So as soon as somebody goes, yeah, okay, we don't want you to do this, we refuse to do that, or in any way threatens me, that says like, oh, we'll hold back your earnings or we'll never work with you again, I will publish that video to say, here's what they sent me, here is my reply, is this a company you want to trust? I will absolutely do that. I do struggle with this because being at Form Next and meeting these people who, let's be fair, I shit on a lot of printers, and I think I do it in an entertaining way, but sometimes it's a bit lost in translation and maybe they don't take it as entertaining, they just take it as shitting on a printer. It is sometimes difficult to look at these people face to face and say the things that I think about their machines. It's a lot harder to do it then than when I'm just sat in my room talking to you guys on a microphone. So yeah. Demon Prince says, slightly aside in the topic, have I heard about the Honey add-on taking affiliations sales from creators? Yeah, I've heard about it, and here I am saying I've got the Honey plugin right here on my screen. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, speaking the truth with a bit of snark is what we like. It's what I love doing. But yeah. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, and I've got another one as well. I've got Coopert, which sometimes appears. Let's have a look. But yeah, sometimes they insert their own, like when someone goes to a checkout, Honey inserts their own affiliate link, which takes from mine. Which yeah, Honey. I think like creators like us only get, I think, a small percentage. It's like less than 20% of the cut. Like so, all of us. So like me, Uncle Jesse, 3D Printing Nerd, Rising Ape, Greedy 3D, Ground Affected, Battle Brother Sam, all of us are only worth like 20% of the entire affiliate marketing bubble for these companies. So yeah. I would love to get YouTube certified in how to make my own Invisalign. Oh, okay, my kid needs braces, but I'll just take the hit on the wallet for now. Yeah, like that's the bit. I'd be terrified to take any of these resins and put it in someone's mouth. So, no, he's not bought and paid for by Elegoo. Look, Uncle Jesse gets a lot of shit, but he's really entertaining and he's a very nice guy. And the way he operates is the way he chooses to operate, which I don't beholden. What's the word? I won't shit on any creator for how they choose to operate unless the way they choose to operate is purely rage bait reactionary content. But yeah, keep Jesse away from glass though. Yeah, you're right. Or make your glass Jesse proof. So, apparently I have broken my NDA according to 6% of the audience, so someone's just being a dick. But yeah, so like the way people choose to promote, I think probably my favourite of everyone is Joel. Like Joel has that good way of, he doesn't sell, he doesn't get overexcited. Joel is 3D printing nerd, by the way. And it's just very balanced, really good, really balanced. I really like Frank as well. He does Frankly Built. He does his stuff where it's, you know, it's off the back of building Iron Man costumes, but he's got the experience to share his view. I think I'm the I'm the pessimist, and in a way, kind of like Vogman. Vogman's another one of my favourites. Like I don't always agree with Vogman, but I use Vogman to as kind of like a litmus test, and I felt really shitty about when everyone shit on me for my opinion of the Hagears Reflex, the RS last year, and then his video came out, and I was like, oh, thank you, you get it, and we do that. But yeah, Jesse is a very typical, oh wow, this is cool, and just fun. So he's not bought and paid for by Elegoo. He's not there crapping on other brands. He's sharing. If you go and look at his stuff, like he's got sponsored by Elegoo on a lot of his videos, and he's very clear about that. And he shows you, hey, this is a video about an Elegoo product, and this is sponsored by Elegoo. Like, okay, some people don't understand what that means, but at the same time, he is doing the right thing. He's fun. He's entertaining. I can't critique him at all. There are creators out there who've gone, oh yeah, do you know that people are misleading you? Well, honestly, guys, if you think at this point I'm misleading you, you're either not paying attention, you've heard it from somebody else and haven't had a good experience with me, and there's nothing I can do to change it. I'm telling you what I think, so if you think that, you can bollocks. I'm not. I tell you what I think. I keep my fingers crossed that you get the right printer for you, and then you'll come back next time. And I've now got people coming back. Going, you told me what to get last time. I trusted your opinion. I was really happy with this machine. It's time to upgrade. What do you recommend? And this is my payoff. Hearing that is my payoff for running this channel. I think that's everything that came to me. Keep Jesse away from glass fronts. Just felt like he glossed over a lot of the flaws of the Neptune 4 Max. Jesse isn't about the flaws. Jesse is very much, here's the thing. I think the Elegoo sponsorship, it probably does have an impact, but he shares it. He's open about it. When he does Elegoo videos, he's very much, here's the thing. When he does other machines, because he doesn't have that sponsorship, it's more critical. There is a bit of disjointedness about how the model works, but I can't. It's not him. It's how it works. And again, don't just watch my reviews. Watch 3 or 4 reviews before you buy a product. But click my links. Yeah, Frank from Frankly Built does great stuff, and he's a great guy. I like the P1 name. Feels like quality budget machine already because of the Bamboo P1 series. Good advertising strategy. Yeah, it is. It's a very good advertising strategy. Nico from Concepts 3D, maker of the Athena 2, says, it's 4 a.m, no idea why I'm up, but here I am. What did I miss? What you missed, Nico, is a company doing the exact opposite of what your company does, and they delivering FOMO marketing, promising $350 off with a $10. Now, it's still probably worth that $10, but you're not getting $350 off. Probably 50, and this isn't, we're not inferring this from Anycubic, we're inferring this from every other fucking brand who's done this same model. So yes, if you're interested in the machine, you've got very little to nothing to lose with this $10 pre-order. You can even end up, so definitely do it. Just do it knowing that this is bollocks. There you go. And I think that's a good recap for anyone who came to the end of the video and wanted to know what this was about and get the TLDR. So that's it. I hope that helps. And if anybody has got any questions, or sorry, anyone's got any questions after this, drop them down in the comments, because I think this is the end. I said we were about an hour in. I think we're nearing an hour and a half. So this is longer than I wanted it to be. I might have another live stream tomorrow. There was another topic I wanted to talk about. It was something I did on Black Friday, but I'm quite enjoying these live streams in the day when I get them set up and when I've got time to do them. And tomorrow I think will be a good one to talk about what I've already talked about and many of you have seen. I would like to talk about maybe tomorrow is, I think that's what it is. Nope. Yes. No. What is it? Soul something. Soul. My Mini Factory Soul Slicer. No, that it's not Soul Slicer. My Mini Factory Slicer. My Mini Factory Slicer. Soul Crafted. That's it. Soul Crafted. Thanks, Nico. Yeah. Oh, look, they've made 108. They've made 9,000. So again, not something worth backing, but if you, here's the thing, they've earned 108,000. Let me see if they've done that. 100. Yeah, so they are clear. They have said it. So I was probably a bit shitty the other day. I don't need... okay, it's not the first thing in there. So they've put in the first 100k. But I'm just like... They've been clear about it. Good. I didn't check that the other day. But... So they've made 9,000. And no offence, but 109,000 is not going to pay for a slicer. I don't know... Is that a topic we should... I think it'll be a clickable video, so we can talk about it. Maybe I do that tomorrow, maybe I do it Thursday. Don't forget to come back later today at 5:15 p.m. UK time or your local time to watch today's video, which is about a laser, but it's a really, really good laser. It's a UV laser, and I was able to laser miniatures, and I'll show you how to laser... Hang on. Sorry if you've got gut on there. I'm going to show you how to laser crystals. So that is a miniature... lasered inside a crystal, and it's a laser that can do that. So definitely check out today's video, mainly because I need the views. I know you're getting sick of me this week. I do have a video every single day this week. There we go. So yep, as a recap, if you came in at the end, this is about $10 deposit for $350 off. The TLDR is, yep, definitely get the deposit. You've got nothing to lose, and actually, no matter what, you'll potentially gain $5. If you decide not to do anything, just do it with PayPal, and I bet you can complain and get your $10 back if you really care. It's $10, it doesn't matter, but you're not going to get $350 off. The exclusive gift is probably crap. Priority global shipping is your machine's probably going to ship from China the same time as a crate full of others, including local warehouse stock, and it's a Kickstarter, guys. So expect disappointment, and be happy if it's better. So expect that they're not going to ship in February, or if they do, there'll be a delay. Expect that the further you are in the world from China, the longer you're going to have to wait, and also expect that I'll be here next time. I forgot, I had something else lined up. But that's it. Thanks very much for joining. I think we've had a good few hundred people. We've had some donations. We are 6% of the way to our $100 goal for the month, which is a thing. I don't know if I should start doing these more often, or whether I'm just boring. But yeah, thanks very much. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That's it. No, not for that. Expect the worst, hope for the best. There's got to be one. But yeah, but do it. And if you're gonna do it, click my affiliate link so I at least make a commission on the $10. Every little helps. So, but yeah, thank you. We've just done a recap, Datalica Gaming. So yeah, thanks everyone. Until next time, which is later today. Please watch it.